Hi, so I'm Starlight and I've done a few videos for YouTube by now, and so I wanted to do kind of an introduction video and tell you a little bit about myself as a cosplayer. First, I'm going to tell you where I got the name Starlight from. When I was growing up, there were two shows that I loved very much, and that was Rainbow Bright and Gem and the Holograms. And with Rainbow Bright, she had a horse named Starlight, who, quoting him, was the most magnificent horse in the universe. In Gem and the Holograms, Starlight was prevalent in everything. Starlight music, Starlight Foundation, the Starlight Girls, Starlight, like stars and decoration on their clothes and their jewelry and everything was very prevalent. In fact, even the main character's mother, who was also a singer, had a song called Starlight, which I will link below if I can find it on YouTube because it is such a pretty video. And I just love stars in general, whether it's astronomy and studying the actual stars in the sky, looking at the stars through a telescope or with your naked eye, the constellations and that sort of thing. I love doing that, but I also like astrology, which is, studying like the zodiacs and how the star signs are supposedly affect you as a person, can predict your future and all that. I don't put that much stock in it, I just kind of think it's interesting. And I also just like stars, like whether it's, wearing stars, this is stars and moons. I have tons of star stuff, like the galaxy print stuff. My phone cover is a picture of the Orion Nebula, so I just love stars. So that's where I got Starlight from. And then most of my cosplays are primarily anime. So I got into anime when I was really young. I started watching Voltron. Of course, I didn't know what it was back then because I was just like a baby. And later, when Sailor Moon and Pokemon came out, I'm not sure which one I saw first. They came out around the same time. And at first I was like, oh, those are popular. I don't like those shows. I used to be a hipster or something, I guess. I don't know. But both of them got me in the same way. I caught a little bit of it before I was going to school. And it was in the middle of something that was going on. And I was like, but what happens? I need to know. So I got sucked in that way. And then I kind of vaguely knew that it wasn't American. I'm not sure if I knew actually that it was anime or that's what it was called. By the time Tenchi Muyo came around and they started showing anime on Cartoon Network and other TV stations, I knew what anime was. I knew that it was Japanese and not American, and I watched anything I could get my hands on. So those were some of my first shows. And let's see, how I got into cosplay. I've always loved dressing up. When I was little, my mom would give me her hand-me-downs, or she would get me stuff from the thrift store, and I would just play dress up all the time. She would order makeup from Avon, and if she didn't like the makeup, then she would give it to me. So I had tons of play makeup. I mean, it was real makeup, but she would only let me play with it at home. She obviously would not let me wear it out in public because I was a little girl and she didn't think that was appropriate. Halloween was my favorite holiday. I always just loved getting dressed up in costumes. And I was also in dance, so at the end of the year, you'd put on a recital and you'd have little dance costumes that you put on, and that was one of my favorite parts. I've always just loved getting dressed up, whether it's putting on a costume or getting fancied up or whatever, playing make-believe. Those are things I've always loved. So cosplay is just like an extension of that, and that's just me. There's 3 factoids about me, and I'm going to be doing some more videos. Next week I'm going to start a packing for convention series, just some tips and stuff that I've come across or that I've made up to make packing for conventions easier and to make it go faster, because I always take forever to pack for a convention. If you want to see more videos from me, then please subscribe to my channel. You can do that down below, and if you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. Thanks. I'll see you then. Bye.